Hi there. I had my random thoughts or sudden thoughts that pop in. It was about the invention, the incandescent bulb invention of Benjamin Franklin. No, it's not proved that his wife said this, but I think the church elders or the religious leaders of his town had a problem with him when he invented the lighting rod. Yeah, with a flight, with a kite, flying in the night sky or during the sky when there was a storm developed in the sky up there. Now, what I was thinking was not anything that had to do with his invention, but suddenly this popped in my mind. If, as I said earlier, if you go through my videos, one of it would have it titled towards the end as Latin being a devilish language, being the devil's language, and how they wrongly portrayed the real name of devil, the one who was in heaven, as his real name was actually Heliel, but then they called it as Lucifer, looks, which very much terms and looks more like they supported him than went against him. So anyways, I didn't want to run that again. You can go through that video of mine. It's like way below all this. So what I thought was, since the Latin language, vulgate, or just according to my say to it, I think it's a devil's language. Um, they said they called him Lucifer, which means a light bearer, right? Meaning a pseudo light, a counterfeit light, because Jesus is the light. He's a son of righteousness, meaning he shines so bright. He is light. He's not just the way, truth, and life, but also light. Yeah, an add on which I am giving. He is light itself, Jesus. Now, devil, he always likes to do this counterfeit of everything that he does. He's a copycat. Yeah, that's why he uses Billy for witchcraft. That's no wonder why they call it Billy Sunium. Now I understood. I was like thinking, wait a minute, why did they get this name Billy Sunium, Billy Sunium, Bill? Oh, did they actually mean Billy Sunium? And down the road, it turned into a Pilly. Tamilians didn't know anything about it, and they just call it Pilly Sunium. But then it's actually Billy Sunium, done with the those shape shifting witches into cats. And I've had experience of that. I've actually seen cats which are so human like with their expressions, and I know that they weren't felines anymore. They were something else. Anyways, so when he invented light, brought in light, and just picture all this historical events. The religious leaders of the church, probably of the town, was not into it. They had a problem. Why did they suddenly have this eruption of it? I mean, why weren't they happy about it? Why did they have a problem with it? So I thought to myself, not based on their thoughts, that I just learned today, but then, this, my mind thought about this incident of the light being the Lucifer's light. We didn't need light, which is why I still don't have the lights on in my area. Yeah, and it's beyond 6. I let the rest of them, put on their, click on or switch on their lights. But I just don't like to have it much. No, at the same time, I don't waste my earth by burning a candle which has wax on it. Wax is, come on, everyone knows it's a. I don't want to say it. I'm going to let you figure that out. Jesus told me what it was, what these candles were. But yeah, they're scandals, all right? Wax candles are nothing but scandals of the devil. So when Benjamin Franklin invented bulb and light, from one bulb it went to many things that we now have LED. I think it was just the idea of the devil, Satan, Heliel, given to him. It was not from Jesus. It was not for the betterment of humanity. It wasn't. And it still is not. I know some things that Jesus revealed to me, but he said, I want you to hold it back and not tell them. Why should you? Jesus just told me one thing. I have exposed this to you and revealed it to you because you have been obedient enough to live the lifestyle that I expected for everyone to have and be in. But if they haven't, why would they only want to grab in your ideas? They would like to tap into my ideas. They love my tips which I give them. Earlier I used to be like that, but then my mom kept saying don't do that, don't do that, but I didn't understand when my mom was saying, and then much later, yeah, I did. So then Jesus, yeah, he also brushed on the same matter again to me, and that's when I saw the seriousness of it. That's right. You go into some people's house, they just want ideas of yours. They just want solution. But when you try to tell them about Jesus, and when you try to say fast about it and pray to him, and he will give you an idea, because he speaks not just to me. He didn't just come for a Mary as a Cheryl, he didn't just come for a Hadasha like me. He came for everyone, meaning he is going to cater to everyone's needs provided they have, it's like TNC apply. I don't think you can get everything. I know everything he told me about light. And I know the ideas of the devil. Trust me, I know. If you were trained by the evil one for so many years, you will know everything. If you don't, dunce is the only word that I can use on you, not anything else. And those of you who you think you got double PhD in your degrees, you are by far the most highly educated fools to me, because you couldn't even figure out what the smallest thing that Jesus revealed to me. You don't know what is there right there in your house, which is going to bring down, which is going to cause all type of bodily ailment, and you're still living with it. Well, I'm not going to let you know, but all I'm going to tell you is I'm going to leave this hint. What Benjamin Franklin invented was not from Jesus. That's not what Jesus wanted. It was devil-driven idea, given directly by him. He allowed it to happen. Anyways, better to have those lampstands, you know, poured with oil, with a wick, after 6, if you still want light in your house. Reminds me of the 10 virgins. 5 were foolish, and the other 5 were wise. Which category do you all fall under? Ask yourself that question.